record. Check, check, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, for recording purposes. If I can get your name, please.
I'm LOCKLYN.
Name of your album.
REL8TE.
And what's the latest feature single out right now?
Also, Run Away.
Let's do this. Coming down in 3, 2, and 1. Thank you so much for coming down here to do this interview with me. We're actually at Nathan Phillips Square. Just finished up actually for myself emceeing City Hall Live, and you were willing to come down, even in this cold weather, to come talk to me. So I say thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me.
Are you kidding? Look, you and I follow each other on Instagram, and I've seen all the stuff that you've been posting, showing strength as a woman, great music that you've been, teasing people with, and the album is finally out. Congratulations on that. How does it feel having new music out there finally?
Thank you so much, and it feels amazing. Being in the studio for how many hours and then finally having it out on the world so they can see it is amazing. It feels amazing.
Well, you know what? We're excited for you. We're excited for ourselves because we get to play this stuff, especially because even though it doesn't feel like it, we are heading into summer season, and that's what we want. But, I wanted to talk more about you because they said we follow each other, but I don't know a lot about you because this is our first time meeting. So the love of music, where did that all start for you?
Well, when I was 6 years old, I was really into Fergie, Britney Spears, Beyonce. I was very up and hip and out in my living room dancing and bursting out for hours. It all started there. I was very into the performance scene, started dancing at a really young age. I loved painting, I loved music, it all just combined into one. And then my dream came out to be that I wanted to finally pursue music and take my creativity and just throw out some lyrics, and it all just,
But when did you start to figure out that, we all want to do that, but some of us, like yourself, there's something that clicks, there's something that's right, that's something that people are going, wow, I want to hear this. When did you start noticing that people were we want to hear what you're doing here?
In high school, there was an extracurricular thing that
you got the word right.
Take. Yeah, I was that you have to take for a vocal class. So you would learn theory and it was band and all that stuff, and I didn't want to do that. I was fuck that. No, I'm a go into the choir aspect of it. So every Wednesday I was after school for 3 hours, you got to be there, and you'd get that extra credit. And right then and there I was okay, I kind of like this. I like singing. I like learning all the aspects of my voice and all of that. And then once my teachers and everyone started noticing that I actually had a talent, I was okay, maybe they actually people are supporting it. Maybe I could actually do something. They're noticing that I can actually, maybe I do have a talent. And yeah, right from there.
You definitely have proven that though. But when it came down to, because you write your songs, right?
Yeah, completely, yeah.
What kind of themes were you looking at when you were growing up? How do you think it evolved to what we're going to talk about with this new album?
So with this album, there was a lot of, do I go to the happy side of my life, or do I go to the side that actually made me who I am? To the deep and dark, and no one really wants to hear about it, but that's who I am. And it's who you're going to see if you like it or not, and if you don't like it, then bye, but if you do like it, then stay and listen type thing. So I took that route and decided to be different instead of being happy and all that stuff.
So how did this all come together? Because can I say, you're 19, right?
Yeah, I am 19.
So, relatively, you're still young in this business. So how did it go from high school to a new album? What was in between that we're missing here?
So at the age of 15, my dad did pass away.
I'm sorry to hear.
Thank you. He was the part where life is way too short. You cannot take 2 seconds of any day and just sit. You've got to go for it, because any day can be your last. That's what it threw me into it.
So how did you end up getting this record deal to do this album? How did that part all come together?
So I actually met my producer/engineer, who also helps me with my beats, Trust Chen Pao, which me and him, we were making singles. He started with my first single, then my second single, then my third, and then we decided that we were just gonna smash out to an album.
Now I'm just curious though, how did you guys meet?
we just kind of like interacted, like on the street. Like it didn't really just like, I want to say happy disaster. Like I don't know, we just kind of met.
You know, it's kind of funny. I'm like that with a lot of people too. You know, it's like you kind of go, I've known you for 15 years. Where did you come from? Like it's like you're always there.
We walked into a bar. I don't know. We met each other on the side of the street. We had a conversation. Oh, I like your shoes. Exactly, just like that.
I love this. So there was connection. Is something really clicked.
And we still click day and night. It's like, oh, what are you doing? Oh, I haven't seen you in a month, but yeah, like you're still good. Like I know, like every second I know who you are. Yeah.
Wow. Okay, so let's get to the album though. The album is called
Relate.
Why that name?
Because I want you to relate with my disaster life.
I liked how you rolled that over. The single right now. What's the feature single right now?
Run Away.
And what is that about, please?
It is about just, would you run away with me? Like after all my issues, would you just stick by my side even though I'm crazy? Like come run away with me.
You know what? That really does say a lot. And the other thing I want people to do too is I want people to go on your Instagram because you put a lot of pictures up that I say very empowering for women. Why was that important for you to do that?
I feel like women nowadays need a voice but don't need a voice. Like they need the support to really be confident in their everyday. Like I noticed that some people, they go to, because I'm a gym fanatic, like I go to the gym all the time. I noticed that going to the gym, some people, they don't want to work out as hard as others because they're too freaking scared that everyone's judging them. No one's judging you. Everyone is looking at you and supporting you in everything you do. Yes, there's people that are like, and they're very judgmental, but I want to tell you that I'm not judging you. I'm here to support you no matter what you want to do in your life. And if you want to lose those 30 pounds, I will be there and I will help you. Like I'm not, yeah.
I love it. Speaking of support though, what have fans been saying about the music back to you?
They love it, which makes me so happy. It made me feel like I did my job.
I'm just curious, so what's been, like what was one of the comments that really touched you? Do you remember?
Oh, when I was performing, right before my album dropped, so when I released the single sides that corresponded with the album, I went to Holy Cross Elementary School. It was up like north area, and they told me that that song and all of that really touched them, and that, I can't remember exactly, but it just moved them so much. And it makes me happy knowing that like my lyrics in that one song can really touch someone, and especially like an elementary school age. That's like, wow, like I can't.
You're speaking, and that's important, but we need more music though, performing live. What's happening for you for 2019, the summer of? Are there going to be more shows happening with you? I see it shaking. Okay, here we go.
Yeah, so I'm actually currently headlining all Relay for Life. So the Cancer Run/Walk,
Yeah.
I'm headlining all of them across Ontario.
That's
so it's
incredible.
kind of, yeah, it's really cool, yeah.
Well, look, because there's so many things going on too in your life, and you know, so many people do want to get in touch with you. Also, social media. Where do we go to see that? And again, I gotta say, Instagram. Check her out. She's got a lot of great stuff there. Where do we go to follow her?
Instagram at @theofficiallocklyn, Twitter.
And can you spell that?
LOCKLYN. Twitter at Locklyn Music, YouTube at Official Locklyn, and Snapchat if you guys want to Snapchat me at LALA, LALA, and then Locklyn.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for doing this interview with me. More importantly, thank you for the great music, and thank you being a great role model. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.